When you breathe in virus particles, they land on your nose, throat, and lungs. There is a limited window of time between when the virus particles land and when they begin to drill down and infect your cells. Your body has an amazing built-in air filter that removes as many virus particles as it can before they can infect you. It is called the Mucociliary Escalator. The Mucociliary Escalator needs water to operate, and if you are dehydrated, it will slow down and even stop the virus removal process. That is why it is so important to drink water before, during, and after events where you might be exposed to the virus to help your mucociliary escalator run its fastest, removing as many virus particles as it can. The more virus particles it can remove, the less your body has to fight. This helps you have a less severe case of the virus and less virus to spread to others. Let's take a look at how this amazing air filter inside your body works to help add a layer of protection for you and your family and friends. Your body has two immune systems that work together in a two-step process to first remove and then attack the virus. The immune system that attacks the virus gets all the attention. The immune system that removes the virus has basically been ignored. It is very important that your immune system that removes the virus is turned on and removing virus particles as fast as possible to help lower your virus dose for less virus inside you so your body has less virus to fight for a milder case and less virus to spread. While the attack immune system gets billions of dollars towards it, the remove immune system just needs water to help float the virus particles up and out of your body. Sometimes simple solutions are the best. Now, the remove immune system is your body's first line of defense against airborne virus particles, and it's part of your innate immune system, which removes virus particles from your nose, throat, and lungs before they can take root and multiply. Your body's second line of defense is your adaptive or acquired immune system, which attacks the cells inside your body that were infected by the virus particles that weren't removed in time. Your body needs both the first line of defense to remove virus particles and the second line of defense to attack the virus to help you survive. It is important to recognize that there is a limited window of time between when you breathe the virus particles into your body and they land on your nose, throat, and lungs, and when they begin to take root and multiply. Your body needs to be well hydrated so your mucociliary escalator can remove as many virus particles as possible. Once the virus takes root infecting cells in your body, it is too late to remove them as a virus particle. Now they've infected cells, and those infected cells must be destroyed by your attack immune system. That's why it's so important to remove as many virus particles as possible before they infect your cells. The more virus particles you can remove before they take root and multiply, the less your body has to fight. You want to make sure your body's virus removal system is turned on and working full speed to remove as many virus particles as possible during this critical time between when the virus particle lands and when it begins to infect your cells. Your body's built-in air filter that removes virus particles is called the mucus and cilia clearance system, also known as the mucociliary escalator. The mucociliary escalator is part of your innate immune system. The way the mucociliary escalator works is really amazing. Your nose, throat, and lungs are covered with a protective coating of mucus, which has two layers. The top layer of mucus is sticky and traps airborne particles like dust, pollen, bacteria, and virus, any type of bacteria, any type of virus. The bottom layer of mucus is watery, and the top layer of mucus floats on it. Your nose, throat, and lungs are also covered with cilia, which are tiny hair-like structures that are constantly moving, beating 16 times per second. And if you move your hand back and forth in front of you as fast as you can, it's actually going faster than that. They move really fast in the watery layer to push the top sticky layer of mucus up and out of your lungs to the top of your throat, where it is swallowed and then dissolved by your stomach acid. Your mucociliary escalator uses this method to remove virus particles from your nose, throat, and lungs. Your body processes a half cup of mucus this way every day. Dehydration can slow and even stop your virus removal. The more dehydrated you are, the denser and more gel-like your watery mucus layer becomes, making it harder for your cilia to move. This causes your mucociliary escalator to slow down, leaving more virus particles inside you. Dehydration can also cause the watery layer to become lower, and as the water level lowers, the top layer that's floating on top, it presses down on top of the cilia, causing them to lay over to where they can't move and stops your mucociliary escalator from moving. So dehydration can disable your mucociliary escalator. It can slow it down and even stop it from removing virus particles. Basically, water is the on-off switch for your mucociliary escalator. Your body needs water to float the top layer of mucus with the virus trapped in it up and out of your lungs. You can't float a boat on a dry riverbed. So water is the on-off switch for your mucociliary escalator. Your body has specific and non-specific immune responses. Your attack virus immune system has a specific response, which means it has to research and identify each new type of virus before attacking it. Your remove virus immune system has a non-specific response. Your mucociliary escalator's non-specific response means that it traps whatever lands on it. It doesn't care what type of bacteria or what type of virus. If it lands on it, it's going to stick to it and it's going to remove it. So it's non-specific. Now this is very helpful because viruses are constantly changing and mutating, producing new variants. An example of this is the way that flu viruses change and mutate every year as the virus adapts itself for survival. So flu vaccines have to be changed each year as well. Flu vaccines are usually good for about 6 months. If a new virus mutation has a shorter incubation time period and a higher virus dose, that increases the need to remove as many virus particles as possible. The great thing is that when your mucociliary escalator is working well and it's moving along, when the virus particles land on it, they land on a moving surface. It's kind of like they're landing on a conveyor belt that is carrying them up and out of the nose, throat, lungs to the top of the throat, where the mucus with the virus trapped in it is swallowed, goes down to the stomach, and gets dissolved. So your mucociliary escalator, which is nonspecific, traps virus particles and removes them no matter what strain or variation they are. They did a study where they tested how long it would take the mucociliary escalator to move a particle from the front of the nose through the nasal cavity to the top of the throat. It took less than 15 minutes. Your body's first line of defense to remove as many virus particles as it can before they take root and multiply is especially important with a new virus that your body has not seen before, because it can take 4 to 14 days for your specific immune system's response to identify the virus before it can attack it, and during that time the virus is multiplying inside your body. With a new virus that your body's never seen before, it can take longer for it to research and identify the virus. Once your body has had a virus, it remembers that virus and has a quicker response. Having both a nonspecific and specific response is the two-step approach your body takes to help you survive a virus. If you're going to an event where you might breathe in virus particles, drinking water before, during, and after going to that event or activity will help keep your mucociliary escalator well hydrated to help float the virus particles up and out of your body before they can take root and multiply. This includes going to group gatherings like concerts, sporting events, churches, bars, restaurants, family gatherings, shopping, or any activity where you might be exposed to and breathe in virus particles. You may want to consider buying a water bottle to take with you or carry in your car to help you stay hydrated. If you're in charge of a place where people gather, like a restaurant, bar, church, gym, a concert, sporting event, making water available to the people attending your event is a really great idea. You may want to consider having a large container of water with disposable cups. You want to help people attending your gathering to stay well hydrated and also help prevent your event from becoming a super spreader event. Nobody wants their gathering to be known as a super spreader event place. If you work in a job where you may be exposed to virus particles in the air from other employees or customers, you may want to consider drinking water throughout the day. The easy way is 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night, or with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You may want to consider drinking water throughout the day if you're a school teacher or student as well. Working construction in the heat of the summer, you'll probably sweat more than somebody working in an office. You want to adjust your water for your situation and how much water you lose during the day. Dehydration is where you're not drinking enough water. Hyperhydration is where you're drinking too much water. Balanced hydration is where you're replacing the water that your body loses as it loses it during the day. Activities like dancing or working out can cause you to sweat, increasing water loss as well. You want to drink water to replace the water you lose from activities where you sweat. Air conditioning can also dry out the air and increase dehydration in offices as well as airplanes. Drinking water during a flight will help you fight dehydration and can help fight jet lag as well. Both heat and cold can affect virus removal. Hot weather creates more water loss from sweat, which can cause people to become dehydrated if they don't replace the water they lost from sweating. Cold weather can cause a different problem, as breathing in cold, dry winter air can dry out your mucus and slow down your cilia movement. Breathing through your nose helps humidify and warm cold, dry winter air in your nasal cavity before it goes into your lungs. Your nasal cavity also produces nitric oxide, which is antiviral that you won't get with mouth breathing. If you're in a group with other people speaking, nose breathing lets you close your mouth to reduce the direct spray from people speaking. If you do get a virus, you may also get fever, vomiting, or diarrhea. Drinking water to replace water lost to fever, vomiting, or diarrhea is a good idea. Having a water bottle by your bedside can be a good idea as well. Smoking and vaping can paralyze your cilia, slowing down or stopping the removal of virus particles, and this includes smoking marijuana. You might want to consider stopping smoking or vaping to help your body's ability to remove virus particles. Drinking alcohol can quickly dehydrate you. Alcohol causes dehydration because when you drink alcohol, your body needs to use more water to process it through than was in the alcohol. So you end up minus water, you end up dehydrated. An easy rule of thumb is to alternate drinking water and alcohol. Drink some beer, have some water. Drink some wine, have some water. So if you're having a beer, drink a glass of water, and then if you drink a second beer, drink a glass of water after that. Now there's another way that alcohol can cause you to become dehydrated. Sometimes when you drink too much, you throw up, and that is a big water loss. So if you throw up, make sure you rehydrate yourself after throwing up because you just lost a lot of water that needs to be replaced. Now while there is no magic bullet, there are things you can do to help fight a virus. For one of the newest viruses, the current goal is to prevent severe disease and death. It looks like this virus will be around going forward, so learning how to live with it and all the things we can do to make it less severe is needed. You can use a combination of things to help fight it. Wearing a mask, social distancing, and washing hands are 3 protocols that have been suggested to help fight the virus. In addition to these, you may want to consider drinking water before, during, and after activities where you might breathe in the virus to help your mucociliary escalator remove the virus from your nose, throat, and lungs. A mask helps you filter the air you breathe in, so turning on your body's built-in air filter makes sense as well. So wearing a mask to filter virus particles when you're breathing them in, and turning on your body's air filter inside of you to help remove virus particles after you breathe them in. Social distancing has been suggested to help lessen the amount of virus particles that you breathe in. Turning on your mucociliary escalator so it removes as many virus particles as it can helps lower the amount of the initial dose as well. Washing your hands was suggested to try to wash the virus particles off your hands. Being well hydrated helps your body wash the virus particles from your nose, throat, and lungs as well. Virus particles breathed in minus virus particles removed equals your initial virus dose. Lowering the initial virus dose helps lower your viral load to help you have a milder case of the virus and less virus to spread. Don't drink too much water. Both dehydration, not drinking enough water, and hyperhydration, drinking too much water, are bad for you. You want to drink a balanced amount of water, replacing water as your body loses water during the day. I have talked with people who told me they were told to drink water and drank too much water and ended up at the doctor's office because they felt so bad. So drinking too much water can wash out electrolytes that your body needs, potassium, sodium, different things like that, and be bad for you as well. So you don't want to drink too little or too much water. You want to drink the amount of water that your body needs. Now, every body is different and everybody's situation is different. So you're going to want to figure out how much water is right for you and your body. Talking with your doctor about how much water is right for you is a good idea, especially if you have underlying health conditions where you shouldn't drink too much water. In addition to helping your body fight the virus, drinking water is good for you. Drinking water has wonderful health and beauty benefits. Hydration helps every organ in your body. It helps your lungs, heart, brain, digestive system, liver and kidneys, your muscles, your joints, your eyes, and your ears. Drinking water also helps you have thick, beautiful hair, helps fight aging and wrinkles, as well as fighting cavities and helping you have fresher breath. Hydration can affect your mental health as well. Even a little dehydration can make your brain feel depressed and anxious, as well as making you feel tired. Drinking water is an easy way to help improve your health, your beauty, and your life. The average body loses about 2 quarts of water a day. 5 cups to peeing, 2 cups to sweating, and 1 cup to breathing. That is 8 cups of water, and there are people who only drink 3 cups of water a day. Now, normally we get about 2 cups of water in the food we eat and the drinks we drink during the day, so that leaves about 6 cups of water. So if you only drink 3 cups of water a day, you're about 3 cups of water short. And if you do that day after day, adding the 3 cups minus water from the first day to the 3 cups minus water from the second day to the third day, and so on, it can start to cause health problems. Once again, every body is different. Some people will need more than 6 cups of water a day, and some people have health conditions where they drink less. You want to drink the right amount of water for your body, not too little or too much. You want balanced hydration, replacing water as your body loses water during the day. A study showed that 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated. That means for some people, day after day, week after week, month after month, even year after year, their body is dehydrated. Not replacing water that your body loses during the day can cause problems with all the organs in your body. Low water level creates low blood level. Your body needs water to make blood. So when you're low on water, your body can't make enough blood, which lowers your blood level. Low blood level makes your heart work harder and means your organs are not getting as much blood with the oxygen and nutrients that they need. Lack of blood can damage your organs and cause disease over time. So the bottom line to all this is stay hydrated. Staying hydrated by drinking water 3 times a day is a great idea. Drinking water before, during, and after going to an event where you might breathe in virus particles is a great idea as well. These are ideas for you to consider. It's information for your consideration. Now, if you'd like to, please research this for yourself. If you're going, I've never heard of this mucociliary escalator. I have one. Well, try Googling mucociliary escalator. M-U-C-O-C-I-L-I-A-R-Y, mucociliary escalator, E-S-C-A-L-A-T-O-R. So Google mucociliary escalator and discover, yes, I do have this wonderful device inside of me, and that its job is to remove virus particles when they land on your nose, throat, and lungs to help protect you. I hope you've enjoyed this video and gotten some great information that you can now research and consider that will hopefully make a great difference in your life. Please share this video with your family and friends to help them out as well. And if you know any influencers, please share this with them to share with their followers. I also do guest interviews for podcasts, blogs, videos, and other social media. Want to thank you so much for listening. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll talk with you soon.